Jason here, and this is your aftermarket update for July 17th. So we did have another good day here at the Oil Trading Group. This was the final trading day for the August 2015 contract. We were in the middle of contract rollover this week, and this has historically been a challenging time to trade the CL. Although, having said that, we did make it through on a 5-day winning streak this week. So that is a positive note, obviously, as we enter into the new September contract starting on Monday. So let's talk a little bit about what we had go on in here today. We thought the day was going to start out a little bit tough, as I did take a short here off of one of our time frame moves. We did have a short here off of one of our time frame moves. This also coincided with our opening range trade short, and I took this short right in this area and was promptly taken out. Now, one of the things about that opening range trade that we look at in here is when the front side fails like it did today, the back side is generally a profitable move. So we got in long here. That's the first part of the OTG trade of the day. We got in long here on the other side. It was going with the OTG trend finder that we use as a filter, and we were long right off of this minor support/resistance area right here at 50.59. So we did get in long here, and that's where we will pick up the OTG trade of the day. Then it went all the way up into our center point up here at 51.15, and that was our target, and also our market maker level. So again, we had some confluence this morning. I'm going to turn on these revision signals just so it brings the line in here. After 7 a.m., if the market, these are your market maker levels, has touched what will form up after the open as your daily structure signal, then you would then be looking potentially for a long. So again, I had some conflicting information that I was dealing with this morning. I had an opening range trade that told me short. I had a time frame for a move that told me that the probability was to the short side. Now, on those time frames that we look at for moves, which was right here at this area, right? That's the time frame for a potential move right here. In this area, it is less about direction and more about time. And obviously, right at that time frame, we did get a move here this morning. So I took the probability, though, given the fact that it was the opening range trade, it was the short, and it was below this support level. The only conflicting piece of information is that your market maker levels told us that there was a good chance that it could also go long. So 3 out of the 4 ideas that I had here told me short. I did take a stop there at the initial, but it quickly got in sync with what the market was telling us. And that, again, is where you pick up the OTG trade of the day long at 50.59. We then looked up here. The daily structure signal market maker level, first time touch short, was 51.14. We did get up as high as 17 here, right? We did get up as high as 17, but this is what our target was. And this is where we flipped to get short, is right up in this center point area. Now, ended up being a 147 tick trade, and it ended up being a very positive day here for us. But the only downside to this trade is that I didn't hold on to it long enough. You're going to hear me talk about on this video that I'm going to hold on for this level back down here at 50.59, that was going to be our final target. And so as the market progressed and it began to come down, we got to settlement, and it bounced up and took me out. My stop was, they got up to 07. I believe my stop was 11 ticks. My final target at 51.04 is where it ends up taking me out. It got up to 07 and very quickly went all the way down to that 59. So that was the only disappointing piece of this trade today, is that it did come shake me out at 07 up here, 3 ticks before it came all the way down, and we could have ridden it from all the way, completed the circle, right, or completed the move from the long to the short back to the target again from where we started. And that was our plan. I did get shaken out, like I said. So the OTG trade of the video is about 22 minutes long. I'm going to let you watch that in its entirety here. And again, it is the trade of the day video, but it does encompass 2 pieces. It goes from the long at 59 to the short at 15 to where I take my final target out at 51.04. So without further ado, here is that OTG trade of the day. Okay, there's 60.59, and I am in at 59. My stop here is 49, 10 ticks to 49. And the first target here is 79 above us. The structure 74 is the first target up above us here. 74 is the first target. Second target up here at 89. This is the other side of the opening range trade. And I am on a 10 tick stop here on this side. That's a little bit of a bummer there to start the day. But we'll see. It's there. This was the time frame for a move. The probability was to the long side. Right on this bar right here. So obviously we did get a move. The probability was to the long side, but obviously it went north. So we'll see what happens here. There's 57, 58. Get up through 58, 59 here. Okay. 59 is this resistance point on the chart. .27 is at 48. My stop is 47. The 1.28 is 27 rather is right there at 48. We're going to go 47 on the stop. And we need to get back up through 58, 59. We hit the top of the range up there at 63. And we now need to push through that. We need to close at 50, really 59 or higher on a close on the 5-minute bar. Your next time frame for a move long is at 8:27. There's 58 again. Come on, get up through 58, 59. Back up through 59. There's 60. Come on, push through 60 to 61. Let's get through it. And you've got another 20 seconds left on this bar. So on your OTG price action bars here, you'd like this thing to close above 57, really 58. You'd like to get a close above these two bars here at 60. 59 or higher on a close. Really 58 is 58 or higher is good as well. There's 58 and now 59. So you closed in the top part of that bar, the top third of that bar, which is a decent sign that we should continue up. Okay, there's a double top at 63 now. Come on, fight your way up there. You've got some iceberg orders coming in at 63 here. You've got an iceberg coming in at 63 and 62 now. Okay, we need to push back up through. There's 62. Again, an iceberg filling in behind here at 62. What's the double bottom here at 52? All right, my stop is 51 now. Stop is at 51. We'll go to auto break even if this hits 69 up there. If we go through 64, there's 65. Good. 66, 67. Come on. Finish this move up. 66. Looking to get to 74. If we come through this, we could come all the way back to the center point at 51.15 potentially. We could come all the way back up into the center point at 50.15. 66, 67, 25 on the offer at 67. Come on, get through 67, 68. Let's trigger that auto break even. Okay, you've got a area at 81 that's going to provide us with some resistance. An area at 81 that will provide resistance. Stop is at auto break even. Just not auto break even, but at break even now in the stop. There's auto break even. $74 is the first target. That's the daily structure mid. We should hit that. We should hit that daily structure mid up there at 74. There's 71. Was an aggressive spike up and not finishing it. We'll see. Come on, don't spike down here. Don't fall apart here. Keep pushing up. I don't like that aggressive push up to 71 and not able to get through it. That I don't like. We'll see if we can hang around here for a second. Come on, 66, 67. 74 is target number 1. This is the other side of the opening range trade. If the front side or the first side of the trade fails like it did here today, the second side usually goes. And it has gone at least 10 ticks on the second side here. So there's 69. We got to get through 70, 71. Come on. 68. Only 10 on the offer at 69. No takers at 70 yet. 1 lonely contract on the offer at 70. There's 70, 71 again. Come on, finish that move up to 74. There's 73, 74. Hit but no fill. Okay, there's 75. First 15 tick target gone. Stop now at break even plus 1. And 186 short at 80. Remember I said I had a level at 81. So if we get up to 80 and can't get through it, the stop is going to come back. The trail stop for 2 is going to be at 69. Okay. 70 is the 7. There's 85, 86. Settlement up there at 91. Come on, get up through 86, 87. 69 now is the trail. 70 is the trail stop. 118 limit orders long at 83. Come on, fight your way through 84, 85. Oh, don't slide down the hill here. We need to close above 81. We got to 87. 20 ticks right here. I'm going to take 1 off at 20 ticks. Right here at 20 ticks. So I got 1 left at break even plus 1. So we went minus 20 on 4 to start. Then we went 15 times 2 and 1 times 15. So really 3 times 15 here. So the final target up here is, your final target is the center point at 51.15. That's your final target up above. 51.15 is the final target. I'm going to add 1 to this. Settlement is at 91. I'm going to add 1 at 96. Add 1 back to it at 96 and see if we can't ride 2 the other 20 ticks. I'll add it at 95 and see if we can ride 2 that final 20 ticks. So what you need now is a close on a 5-minute bar above 81, and we closed at 77. So we are above the structure mid on your market maker levels. The structure signal is up there at 15. I will also close and reverse at 15. I will close and reverse up at 15. Okay, so I've got 6 limit orders up there short at 15. I'm going to close and reverse at 15. So let's take a look here. The 70.5 Wayne points out is at 70. So let's see where the measurements are here. So if you just start with today's high down to today's low, that would give you 1 at 94. I'm going to take that ad off at 95. I'm going to take the ad off at 95. Okay, taking the ad off at 95. That is today's high to low, 70.5. So if we make it through, great. If we don't, we're going to start tightening up the stop around 90, around that 95. That's today's high to low, 70.5. That will be, that could potentially be nasty up there, meaning that we may not get through it. So what I'm going to look to do is if we get to 94, 95 and fail, my stop is going to go to 79, 20 ticks. There's no talking sense into him. He hit his head a few years ago, and there's nothing we can do about it. All right, so you want to stay above the structure mid, your market maker level there at 74. You also have an OTG support and resistance level up here at 81 that we need to close below. I told you that 81 is going to be a tricky line up here, and it is not disappointing here at the moment. So what you'd like to do, obviously, at the risk of being overly obvious here, is get up to this 15 level. Settlement is at 91. Previous session low here at 84. Okay, there's 93, 94. That just hit the 70.5 up here. Okay, so let's bring this trail stop here from 60 to 70, from 59 to 79 here. Actually, bring it down 5 ticks to 74. There we just hit the 70.5 there. You end up closing above settlement and above 81. You're in decent shape for that continued push up to the target at 15. And 15 is where I'm going to look to get short. That is the next line in the sand. It's also your daily structure signal up here. You came right up into your market maker level. Market structure signal up there at 98. So you're 32 ticks positive on this particular trade. The stop here is going to go to 79 right now. That's break even plus 20 to 79. Although I may leave it at 74, and I probably am going to leave it here at 74. I'm going to leave it here at 74. Technically, this trail stop should be down here 1 tick below the filter, but because we've had that, I had that opening hit this morning, that opening range loss this morning, I am going to protect 15 ticks at least for now. Hopefully, it will take me on up the additional 25 ticks here. Hopefully. So settlement up here at 91. I'd like to see us close above 91 here in the next 1 minute here. I'd like at a minimum to close above 81. We haven't done that yet on a 5-minute bar. And if you could, there we go, get up through that. So we're just, what we're doing here is we're running into the daily 70.5. 94 has come down as deep as what? 94 has come down as deep as, so we hit 97, 96. It's come down as deep as 86, 87. So you're running into today's 70.5. I told you that was going to be an area of interest here. An area of interest, and it surely has been. There's 93, 94, 130 short up there at 00, 130 short at 00, 140 short at 00. You got a double top. Okay, I am going to look to take the target. We're going to bring this trail stop now to 89. So break even plus 30 to 89. I'm going to look to flip it short at 15. I'm going to look to flip it short at 15. 135 limit order short. There's 6, 7. I'm going to put a stop at the new high up there. So you're 46 ticks right now. We're going to go to 94. There's 13, 14. We're going to bring the trail stop now to 99. There's 0. Okay, did we hit 15? We had 17. Okay, I'm in at 15 and out. So I'm back in short at 15. Okay, back in short at 15. The stop now is high at 24. Okay, I'm in at 15. We'll deconstruct this here in just a second. Okay, first target down here is, we're going to go 10 ticks to 05. I'm going to take one off. I only have one target on here for some reason. Let's see here. So I need to kind of get back into the groove here. Okay, we're going to take 2 off at 10 ticks at 05. Okay, 2 off at 10 ticks at 05. There's 7, 6. The trail stop here is at break even now. Break even on the stop. I got to get these stops set properly. So I'm long, I'm short there. We need the sell stop. Whoops, we need a buy stop of 4 right here. Okay, there's 5. There's your first 10 ticks on the second half. Okay. There's your first 10 ticks on the second half, and now we're break even plus 1. on the stop. How's that for pretty sweet? That pretty cool? So we rode 59 to 15 on the final one. 59 minus 15 is 44 times 1. Then we went 2 times 10. Right? And now we're going the other direction. How's that for slick? That's pretty cool, eh? After the first little beat up around the about the head and shoulders there. Told you I'm not going to be long for today. All right, your next target is settlement down there at 91. Your next target is settlement down at 91. Awesome, Alan. By the way, Alan, talk to Dave about your access to the room over there where they're trading the indexes. Talk to Dave about that. Yeah, Alan C. All right, so there's 98, 99. You're 16 ticks positive here. We're going to go to break even plus 5 to 10. We're at 99, 98. You know what? I'm going to take 15 ticks right here on another one. I'm going to take one off at 15, and the other trail stop here is at 10. So one final one at 10 that will look to try to carry all the way back down to where we started all of this at 59. That's going to be the next buy stop is one down there at 59. Then I'll be done if we do all that. So there's 15. 1 times 15. And now we're just kicking back. That was pretty cool, guys. We came right up into our market maker level up here, daily structure signal. Now, we may only come back to the mid here at 74. We may only come back to the mid here at 74. So you came right up into your market maker levels at your daily structure signal. And now we have peeled off of that. So we took that opening hit. All right, so you're 20 ticks positive here on this final lot. And my thought process is we're going to try to ride this all the way down to 59, but we may come short here. It may pause here at the structure mid. At the structure mid. So you could bring, yeah, there's 94. My trail stop right now is at 10, 5 ticks. Go ahead and bring it down to 5 for 10 ticks. 05. Now we may pause at settlement here, guys. Just understand that. Yeah, when that is slick, eh? When that works, when that happens like it's supposed to, that's pretty cool. I agree, John. $74, we may come down to settlement. We may come down to 84 and pause and 80 and pause, but I'm really looking for us to make a reach out down to 74 there. I'm break even plus 10 right now. I'm break even plus 10. Your next time frame for a move with the probability to the long side comes up here at so there's settlement. There's 23 ticks to 91. I'd like to break that 91.90 so that I could come in and move the trail stop down to 0-0 here is what I would like to do. That's what I would like to be able to do here. So if we didn't take that opening range trade loser, man, this would be a massively cool day, eh? And like I said to you yesterday when we were talking about that in the other room, recently that opening range trade has not been as effective as you'd like to see it, and that the way to play it probably would be to play the other side. Now, the only reason I didn't today the reason I didn't play it that way today is because we had that time frame right at 8:01 a.m. So, you know, it's the proverbial is what it is. Well, Jim, I'm glad you're set now. That sounds like you might have had to chase it down a little bit, not getting the fill you wanted. Point of control at 0-0. My stop right now is 05. Break even plus 10 to 05. And you know what? You got a double top right there at 0-0. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down to 04 here. Make it 11 ticks. And then we'll see. All right, you're about 6 minutes away from the bottom of the hour here. 6 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. I have 2 time frames. Correction. I have a time frame long at 8:27. Stop is at 04 right now. Point of control is at 0-0. If it breaks 0-0, it's going to take me out at 04. Hoping for this. Hope, right? We all like to trade on hopium. The hope here is that we come back and test settlement again. That's the hope here. So just to recap, we had that opening range trade loser, and then we had that nice win from 59 where we covered up there at 15 and got short, and then we've covered a few contracts between here and there, and I'm going to get taken out at break even plus 11 on the final lot there. All right, so as you see, we did get taken out up there at that 04, took that final target off at 11 ticks, and like I said, the only disappointing thing about this trade is that we didn't quite get to stay in long enough to ride it all the way down to the target, but that happens. And again, it turned out to be a very nice day. Any time that we can go through and make it through a contract roll week without a losing day, that is, in my opinion, that is a very nice accomplishment, because contract roll period on any instrument, and especially oil, can be difficult. So again, good stuff in here. We're looking forward to getting after it, see if we can extend that winning streak to a 6th consecutive day on Monday. And so, again, as always, I want to say thank you for spending time watching the videos here at the Oil Trading Group. And until Monday, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.